What's good, everyone? Back from a short little break. I just want to talk about Sand Knight and how terribly broken it is. I've loved all the quality of life changes they've done to old content over the past couple of months, but the animation changes to Sand Knight are possibly the worst update to ever happen to a mob in the history of Deepwoken. The reason why it's so bad is that it worked properly before and honestly didn't look that bad. The new animations are more of the smoothed out animations that Deepwoken has focused on since the Verse 2 update started cutting away at the old style with the snappier animations. This already bothered me as a concept because I think it just makes the monsters harder to fight and makes the overall game feel less consistent animation wise. Before the rework, the double slash the Sand Knight did was identical to a Sharko swipe. It was easy to figure out if it's double slash or just one into the kick or pillar. The kick and his pillar slam were super telegraphed, as you can see on the screen. However, now that they have changed the animations, the Sand Knight just stops and goes in this idle animation for about half a second, which just makes it so much harder to read and more confusing. And this is already annoying enough, but it gets worse. The kick and slam into pillar attack the Sand Knight has both had their timings changed with the animation rework. This wouldn't be a big issue if they changed the dodge indicator's timing, but they didn't. Or they didn't sync it properly, I'm not sure which one. So now, while everything else in the game has the purple indicator to tell you right when you need to dodge, Sand Knight stands out from the rest, just making it more confusing for new players, which the game's already confusing enough. With mobs like Sharko and Golem, you get just enough time to react and dodge after landing in one. Sand Knight timing is just whatever the devs felt like. Since it's not constantly attacking you, there are these down periods where just nothing is happening and you don't know whether to M1 or just wait. Then Sand Knight throws out one of its moves that's too fast to react to, which just works with the desynced indicator to make fighting it feel plain unfair at times. The kick is annoying to deal with just because of the sheer speed it comes out, and the pillar move makes it even worse because it just takes so long for the pillar to come out now that you might roll cancel too early and have to roll again, which wasn't an issue before they changed the mob AI, but now since they can use two of their dodge only moves in a row, it leads to situations where you're forced to eat a Sand Knight's kick to the face because the pillar attack timing wasn't synced up to the indicator. All of these things already suck, but there's even more. For some reason, they decided to give Sand Knight's AI a little tweak. Of course, it's something super stupid that makes no sense. Yay! They made the Sand Knight back up from your M1s, even when you're not that close. There is no reason for this to exist other than to punish people for doing trial of one with anything other than heavy weapon or medium weapon. It's just dumb. All of this together leaves Sand Knight feeling like a Hive Golem before they remember to sync the animations. While I could understand them taking forever to fix Hive Golem's animations because it is something you very rarely run into and have basically no reason to fight, Sand Knight is an entirely different story because you have to beat it if you want to get through trial of one. This just makes the devs leaving it in a broken state for months even more egregious. I can't help but hate on this because this has been broken for so long. I'm pretty sure it was changed like this even like the last time I uploaded, which is like a year ago. And going almost a year with this absolutely broken ass Sand Knight is so dumb, and I don't understand it because we're having all these quality of life changes and this super obvious, like this should be a slam dunk change that the devs can do that everyone would be like, oh, this is nice. No, we're not going to do that, but we're going to destroy your fucking movement. We're going to destroy the movement in the game. I don't know what they're cooking. And I'm blaming all the developers, not just Archmage, not just Agamatsu, not just Raguzer, everyone. This is all of their fault, bro. They just need to fix shit, bro. They need to fix these very obvious things instead of just breaking more shit. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Subscribe for more consistent uploads, quote unquote, and to get me out of 700 elo.